All right, welcome to True Freshman Podcast. Today we got 2021 four-star D-end Monkell Goodwine from National Christian Academy in Maryland. Nick, you want to get us started?
Yeah, I'll get us started. What is your favorite high school football moment so far in the 3 years you've played?
Uh, it was this one game we was playing against Friendship, and it was my sophomore year, and it was a pass play, and I had to drop back in coverage, and this is what this is what got the attention. So when I dropped back, a lot of people think that O linemen and DNs are not so fast, so I'm a fast guy myself, and it was a fast receiver, so he threw it to the receiver, and the receiver was all the way like 20 yards away from me. I ran from the line, and I got him, and I tackled him. That was a big thing for me.
That's insane.
So like that was like the moment.
Yeah, that was not. I don't think that was the moment, but I mean, I had a lot of moments, but it was so exciting that I can't really remember a lot.
Fair enough. Like kind of describe to us like the process of getting your first your first offer and like how you felt.
Well, I can tell you the story. So my ninth grade year, I had got a Big Ten offer. It was Michigan, and Coach, what's the head coach name? Coach Harbaugh. Yep, Coach Harbaugh. He came to the school with his D-line coach, and I think it was an O-line coach, and they was looking at my O-lineman, William Murad, that goes to Florida now, and a couple other players. And my coach said, "Come downstairs, walk downstairs. I want you to walk past them and see how you look." And then I went downstairs. I was just a tall kid. I wasn't really built for real. I was a tall kid. And I walked past them, and they seen me. They was like, "Who's that kid?" And it was like, "Pull his film up." And my ninth grade film, they liked it so much, it was like, we're going to offer him. And I was excited. I hugged Coach Harbaugh. So
That's
it was
a big offer.
thing. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Ninth grade, you. Wow, that must have felt awesome.
It felt amazing. And then it was like in front of my friends. So I was like, "Oh, snap."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Especially because like that's a huge offer. Michigan's a big offer. Some people don't get that offer until their 11th or 12th grade year.
Yeah.
You gotta get it in your ninth. That's insane. Kind of like, what is your expectations for like your teammates and you yourself like this year for the high? I think you posted something on IG earlier that you guys are gonna have a season.
Yeah, we are. We are having a season because we're independent. We're not in the conference.
Yeah.
So we don't go against. We're not in the WCAC, which is in Maryland, and we can go by our own. Like we can do what we can do. Like we can do anything by ourselves. So we're just independent, and we could probably just play schools from out of state. That's what we've been doing all the time.
You just gotta call up schools and be like, "Oh, you want to play," and then just kind of schedule it like that.
Yeah.
Are you guys scheduled to play any already, or like have you not gotten that far?
I know we're supposed to be playing this team called Avalon, but I don't know the rest of the season for all the other teams, but I think we're just going to be going state to state, to be honest.
Yeah, I saw the state of Alabama announced today that they were going to play the season with no delays or anything. So hopefully some other like states will do that because I know a lot of states are just pushing it back.
Yeah, I know Texas pushed it back a few weeks.
California as well. I think they pushed it back to like December or something.
They said for Maryland, for PG County, they pushed it back to spring ball.
Oh, really?
Yep. So a lot of players might be replacing, which is kind of messed up.
Yeah. I mean, Tony Grimes just did it for UNC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see a lot of early enrollments too. So like, watch your film, and you do have really explosive first few steps. And I guess I'm just kind of wondering if you are ever considering moving inside the line to D tackle, or does that ever cross your mind?
Yeah, I mean, at a higher level, I don't think I'll play that position. But like high school, yeah, because we do have a lot of D linemen for my team. We got a lot of inside D linemen. So I think it fits best for me to play at DN because I like using my speed a lot. So even if they do move me inside, I mean, it's football at the end of the day. Like I can just play it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to prove to them that I can play this position and be great at it. So
Yeah, you want to prove that you're like very versatile and can play any position on the line.
yeah.
I respect that. Who's the best player you've ever played with, like on the same team as?
Oh, multiple. Aaron Parks. He's an O lineman that goes to Oklahoma.
Oh, I remember him last year.
Yeah, he beat Byron Beasley in the rival 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And then Joshua Moten, he's a DB that's committed to Texas A&M. He was on defense. And Terrion Sujic, he committed to Vanderbilt. He's in the same class with me. That's like my cousin. And there's a couple other players as well. There's a lot of teams, a lot of players.
That's crazy. To beat Brian Breesy is insane. That guy is a grown man.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I'm like, bro, how did you? I don't know.
I remember watching some video, and he's like 6'5", about 300 pounds, and he's like throwing these guys around like I've never seen anyone. We'll have to see what he does at Clemson, but
Yeah, he's talented though.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
extremely talented.
So, I mean, like, is it difficult for you or, like, maybe the teams to be recruiting you even though most of the schools are, say, hundreds of miles away from you? Like, do you find that difficult to communicate at all, or?
Yeah, it's pretty – I mean, this pandemic has messed it all up for me. So it's kind of, like, frustrating for me to take visits because I want to take visits to certain schools, like unofficial visits. I could have been taking a lot of unofficials right now.
Yeah.
But I think the communication with me and the schools, I think it's good. I think that some schools didn't get the opportunity to actually communicate with me because I wasn't putting enough time or effort into communicate with them because I've been focusing on the main schools that I want to go to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that explains it.
Kind of on like the same line as like the last question I had. Who's the best player you've ever played against?
It's another O-lineman. He went to Carroll in D.C. His name is Antoine. I don't know his last name, but I know it started with I know it's Antoine something. And he's a commitment. He went to Oklahoma in class of 2020. And that was probably one of the hardest O-linemen I went against. I mean, he humbled me. So it was kind of like a real game. But at the same time, that game taught me a lot of lessons because it was raining. And, like, I ain't going to make no excuses. It was raining and it was a lot of mud everywhere. So it was kind of like slippery. But
I'm sure that
got me
match
a couple
made you
times.
better though.
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. I grew from it.
So, is there like any clear leader within your recruitment right now, or is it kind of like an open game for your top teams?
Well, it is about 3 teams that's like up in the run right now. I can tell you my top 5. I made a new top 5. So I can tell you the reasons why I took some schools out, and I can tell you the reason why I put some schools in. I can begin with that. My top 5, my new top 5 is Clemson, Alabama, Texas A&M, Kentucky, and Arizona State University.
And is that in no certain order, or?
No, there's no order. There's no order at all. Yeah. But the 3 schools that's in the run right now is Texas A&M, Clemson, and Alabama. But it's not in the order, though.
It's kind of
Well, it is. Well, it kind of is. It really is. It's Texas A&M, Alabama, and Clemson. Because I went to Clemson. I was supposed to be taking a lot of, like, that's what I'm saying. The officials, I was supposed to take my officials, like, right now. But, I mean, that's what's kind of holding my commitment back right now.
Yeah, no, my next question was, like, do you have a time that you'd wrap up your commitment, or are you waiting until this pandemic's over so you can actually widen your horizons?
Yeah, hopefully I might have to commit sometime soon just to get a spot in.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't know. It's in God's hands, to be honest with you. I can't really say. I can't answer it.
It's crazy because 2 of the top 3 schools that you named we're a fan of. Like, I'm an Alabama fan and he's a Texas A&M fan, so we're kind of like both falling for you.
Yeah.
Right. Man,
If
them
you come join us, you can be a part of the #1 class. I mean, come on. You can't Can't deny that.
I don't know,
Alright.
dude. I heard A&M. I'm like, let's go.
My next question is, what are the NFL players that you model your game after the most?
Definitely Myles Garrett. I like him a lot.
I like
Just-
to hear that.
Yeah. Myles Garrett, Chase Young just went to the league, but he ain't really play, but he's a big thing, big time.
Yeah.
Ryan Miller as well, another Aggie. And
Mhm.
I would say Aaron Donald, but I can't because everybody like him.
Aaron
Yeah.
Donald's unreal. He's easily the best defensive tackle I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right.
Easily.
One of the best.
So, I mean,
And Reuben Foster.
yes.
Love Reuben Foster.
Just because he has number 10 and he was just really explosive. Like that man, like if he wasn't injured, I think he probably would have had like been one of the outstanding like linebackers in the NFL.
I think
Just
he's
watching
trying to come
highlights
back.
of him is incredible. He's so
Right.
explosive on every play.
Right.
It's
He's
amazing.
why I
trying to
like
come back, I believe.
You gotta love it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty-
that's what people need on their team. They need playmakers. That
Yeah.
man's a playmaker.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe he's still on the Redskins roster. I think he's coming back. He's easily probably one of my top 3 favorite Alabama players ever. Because, like, I mean, just ask Leonard Fournette. He probably still isn't even awake. Reuben
Right.
Foster destroyed him. I mean, even Stephen
Yeah.
Oil on Texas
I seen
A&M.
that. Yep, I seen that. I
Reuben
definitely did.
Foster, he did it to him like 3 times too. Like after that, you should just like.
Oh,
stop.
dude, I was watching those live. I saw Speedy get rocked. I'm like, man, this guy is huge.
Y'all talking about Leonard Fournette. Let's talk about Ezekiel Elliott. That man got rocked plenty of times by
Yep.
that man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Plenty of times.
Even Mac Wilson, he hits like Reuben Foster. Mac Wilson's unreal. He's on the Browns.
Right.
Oh, I also found the name of that Oklahoma guy, Anton Harrison.
Yeah. Antoine Harrison. Yep.
Yeah, he's a beast. 6'5", 310.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of like a hell game for me, but I loved it though.
Yeah, he'll be playing for Oklahoma like in next year probably.
Yeah.
I guess my next question is kind of like the last one, but like, do you have like a single role model in your life who you look up to right now?
Well, to be honest with you, my brother, but he passed away. Like I always looked up when I could see well. But honestly, it's been a lot of role models. Like my coaches are my role models as well. But like my direct role model is my brother, and I will always look up to him. Like that's what grinds me every day. So
That's respectable. That's how you get through. You do everything you do for your brother.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you
Commendable.
pushing. I respect that a lot.
Mhm.
I still have a few questions, but one of them is how good is Maryland high school football compared to like the other powerhouse states? Because you always hear Texas, Florida, California. But how is
Right.
Maryland compared to those?
Man, I think Maryland football is absolutely like how, as we say, OC out of control. We're like we some ballers, to be honest with you. We got a couple players from the DMV. Like we got a couple 5-stars in Virginia. We got a couple 5-stars in Maryland and DC. We got the number 1 quarterback in DC.
Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
It's insane.
So I think from my side of it, I think we just some dogs.
I mean,
and I can say we lost to like we had a couple powerhouse teams that lost from like California teams. We did beat IMG, like St. John's. I think St. John's beat IMG. No, St. Francis beat IMG.
Yeah.
St. Francis is insane.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. So
if you were to go up and down the Maryland recruiting board, it's San Francis. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything, but I think Maryland is better than like Georgia and like the state of Georgia for high school.
Thank
football.
you. Yeah. I was having to talk with one of the recruits. I forgot he's a Florida commit. He's from Georgia. I forgot his name. We was talking about how much we who's better, Maryland or Georgia, etc. I was like Maryland. His name starts with a B. He's a linebacker.
Oh, I thought it was Carlos Del Rio because we actually had an interview with him. But
Yeah.
Uh,
is it? I think I know. I know who you're talking about. Is he in 2021?
yeah, I
Let
forgot his name.
let me see.
It
Is
was
it
a while ago.
Dejon Reynolds?
I think so. I forgot his name. It was a while ago though. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, honestly though, like I think the top teams in Maryland are better than the teams in like Georgia and stuff like that. I just think Georgia, like they have some top recruits and stuff like that, some top guys, but I just think overall, I prefer Maryland. I mean,
Right.
if you want to stick on Georgia, the University of Georgia's been missing out on some top recruits lately.
Yeah.
James Williams, he was like their
Right.
top. He just committed to Miami, which I was pretty surprised about. But
Yeah,
I
they
think
just
a
trying
lot
to
of
stick
people
out.
got surprised.
I mean, I probably would have did the same thing because Georgia got a lot of commits. They been getting a
Yeah.
whole bunch of commits this year. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you
They
just gotta
did.
do what you gotta do to be great.
Yeah.
I respect it though, because like he originally committed to Miami, then he decommitted, but he went back. So like, and it's like his home. Like he's from Miami, James Williams. So it's like he's staying home. So I respect that, like that aspect. He could have gone to Georgia and been like a part of a better team probably, because Miami isn't going to be the top team like next year or anything. But he
Right.
went home and like if
Yeah.
they build something there, I have a lot of respect for that.
Mm,
My
yeah.
next question is what was your favorite sport aside from football?
Boxer.
Nice.
I
Yeah, I
love
like boxing.
It's my favorite sport.
Right.
Easy.
I love it. I used to do it when I was 12, because I was born in Philly. So like my family's not like came from a family that like really likes to fight, especially my mom and like my brothers and my sisters. So it was like when I was 11 and 12, through them years, I just started doing boxing.
That's
I
awesome.
just started living with my aunt for a while and I boxed down there. I wasn't playing football at the time, but it was pretty good experience.
For what it's worth, I don't think I want to get in the ring with you anytime soon.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Do you watch boxing a lot?
Yes, I do. I watch a lot of highlights. I watch Muhammad Ali. That's like one of my favorite. Like I don't know. He's just one of my favorites. I swear I like him.
I watch
He's
boxing like 24/7. I watch boxing. It's ridiculous. Like I like every fight that comes on ESPN, even if it's like guys that aren't like big names, I'm watching it. Like I'm addicted to it. And the UFC, like MMA, it's like combat sports I'm addicted to.
right. It's entertaining.
Yeah, it's extremely entertaining. So my next question is, which college football team did you grow up watching, if you did grow up watching one? Like did you
No
grow up
college football team. Like I could tell you when I was like probably 12, 11, I started playing football like at 12 because I just wanted to try something new. And my mother was telling me, no, don't play. I don't want you to play. And then like my first year I played, I was horrible. But then my second year, I blew up. I was just blowing people up. They called me Big Nasty when I was 13.
That's
Just whooping people. So I honestly didn't know anything about like no colleges, no schools, no anything. I just started like getting recruited from all these big time schools and etc. And then I started really putting my time and effort into searching these schools up and redoing research and all that. And then my ninth grade year, it was so many players. Like I was doing a lot of what's it called? It's like a lot of visits to high schools, like shadows. And then I see all these big guys, and I'll be like, dang, I don't think I'm gonna go against these guys. But I was so small, so that was my mindset at the time. And then that's when I like decided to go to NCA because it was like an up and coming program. And then like, why not? Just grind it out. And the coach was like, look, I'm 100% sure you're gonna be all right for the next 2 to 3 years. So I just grinded out here. But college football, I started like taking my time and effort with it like at the beginning of my 10th grade year because 9th grade I didn't know nothing about like no college football. I didn't know nothing about no coaches, no Nick Saban, no Coach Saban, no nothing. I know nothing about football. So
what is it like talking to Nick Saban? Like what is the experience like?
he's a chill guy. He's a chill guy. He's really laid back. Like you'll hear all this stuff, all the media say that he's a scripted coach. At first, I thought he was. I thought he was a scripted coach, but it's all about business at the end of the day. So I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
But-
crazy because like you hear of all this stuff online and through other people of all these college coaches and stuff. And I'm sure
Right.
talking to them one-on-one, you just get such a different view on them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I saw in your story earlier. I think you were talking with Coach Sinceri on Bama. It was the line. I'm pretty sure the linebackers coach. What is it like with like him? I've heard he's an entertaining guy.
Oh yeah. Coach Roach, the linebackers coach. Yeah. Coach Roach is a cool coach. Yeah, Coach Roach and Coach Sal. That was Coach Sal I was talking to. Yeah. I call him Coach Sal. Like we talk every day. We actually got off the phone like a couple hours ago.
Really?
Just talking. I was supposed to be doing another tour for their new locker rooms.
Oh,
And I talked to some of the linebackers, not the linebackers. One of the players that's in 2020 class is committed up there. He was in there, and I seen his snap, and I was like, man, I can't wait till I get up there again.
Yeah.
He was like, man, you gotta come. It's
Those
lit up.
locker rooms are insane. I saw the videos of them. They're crazy.
Right. They are beautiful. Somebody said, y'all know what TikTok? Y'all know TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Somebody said those are TikTokers' locker rooms or something.
Yeah.
It was it was actually a Texas A&M dude.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
it.
that. Yeah, I saw that on I think it was Barstool, Texas A&M. It was something funny. It was like this, like a TikToker's dream.
I
Oh my
can't
God,
even
yeah,
imagine
crazy.
how much money they spent on those. I don't even want to know.
It's amazing.
That's just,
Millions.
there's
That's
like,
what Coach Sal said.
they dead ass got a full bed in those lockers. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
crazy.
It's the same thing with LSU. LSU got the same thing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
That's
saw
the
that.
crazy thing. Yeah.
Man, I'm so happy you don't have LSU in your new top five.
Oh,
I don't
man,
like.
words can't describe how happy we both are.
I've never heard of a college football team that wins one national championship and then they think they're the best team that's ever been
Right.
created. It's just like you can't like brag about last year because it's this year. You got to work to this year. Like,
Yeah. It's really because I honestly like they was really communicating, but it was a little thing that was off about it. How they recruit was kind of like it kind of turned me off about my perspective on them. Like how they will recruit. I guess Coach O will put all the coaches in one room, and they'll call each player from this coach to one coach to another coach. They'll call this recruit, and they'll be like, "Hey, what you doing, big dog?" Da, da, da. Like I literally hear every single recruit talking to the coaches, and I'd be like, "Man, like what's like this? I don't like that."
It's
So
a-
it was kind of like, huh?
it's kind
That's
of like they're not trying to build like a personal relationship with you. They're just trying to get you on the team. Like it's not like
business.
yeah.
So I'm like, dang, like if that's the fact, then I wonder what Coach O is like really is like in person. So
Yeah.
I ain't really mess with it, even though he's a good coach, like he's a D-line coach.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I liked about it. Like I like that part about that he was a D-line coach. He was a head coach as well.
Yeah.
So it was like a mix of like, oh yeah, like I'm about to get a little bit of head coach and the D-line work. So, but it kind of took me off, and then they just kept getting more and more commits up there as well. So that's why it kind of threw me off. Like they got one commit this week, another commit next week, and the other week, and it was just a lot of commits going up there, especially at my position and at linebacker. So
Yeah, they got Keanu, Coat, and like they got someone else.
Quan,
Oh, yeah,
From
Brown.
Virginia.
Yeah, they got him.
Yeah.
Too.
yeah. So it was
But-
like a lot.
Just my opinion. You're better than both of them, but that's just my opinion. But that's
Thank
just facts. But whatever. But yeah,
So-
neither of us like LSU.
No.
Yeah, I wish Landon. I'm gonna try to get Landon to decommit. I
Good.
don't want him going there. Yeah, I don't want him going
Hey, let me tell you something. Bring him to College Station, please.
there.
Please do it.
That's what
Do
I'm
it for
saying.
us.
Like, I don't see him going there. Like, I don't think he should go there. But I think they say he's going there because his girlfriend's going there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I think I might need you to recruit his girlfriend over too.
Nah, man, come to Bam. I'm telling you, next
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really surprised that he went to LSU. I was really surprised.
they
Right.
recruit the state of Texas extremely well, though. I will say.
Yeah, they do.
I will say though, Alabama got Kendrick Blackshire from Texas, and all the LSU fans were like, "We're getting Blackshire."
Right.
You know,
So, Monkell, I got two more questions for you. First of all, who's recruiting you at A&M? Is it Coach Turner and Elko, or is it
Nah, it's Coach Robinson, Coach Price, Coach
okay.
Jumbo. Yeah. This lady called, well, she's a recruiter as well. Her name Natalia. And she works with the recruiting department. We talk every day. So we was just talking on the phone about they're sending out official offer letters.
Oh
And she
yeah,
was talking about what I want on it and all that. So yeah, I'm locked in with them pretty good.
that's good to hear. I like to hear that.
I'll ask you on the other side. In terms of Alabama, what do you like about them?
Man, it's the same. It's just communicating, like how they brand. They said, like, when I was talking to Coach Saban, he was like, man, we treat everybody equally. Like, he was just snap. He was just an all around, like, a genuine coach. And on top of that, like, I talk to Coach Roach every day and Coach Sal every day. So it's like, man, I know what they can do. But at the same time, I'm kind of iffy about it because I don't know if they're going to stay there for long. Because you know how Alabama coaches be.
Yeah, I will say this though. Freddie Roach, since he went to Alabama, like he went to college there, there's a
Yeah,
lot of. I think he'll be there for a long time because he left Ole Miss to go there. And Coach
right,
Sapp, I mean, one of his sons is there as well, and the other one played football there, so he's kind of like an Alabama guy, like all the way.
right.
Yeah, I mean, you choose whatever best for you, but I'd just say keep Alabama in your mind. We would win.
For
There's no
sure.
doubt about it. I think
For
we're
sure.
Yeah,
getting
no.
we're getting
Either way, whichever school you go to, number one, you're gonna play there, and you got high potential either way you go, and you're gonna get good academics either way,
Yeah,
Right,
exactly. Even if you
whichever
go to
way you want.
Clemson, even if you go to Clemson.
Yeah,
right.
easily. And my last question for you is kind of unrelated to football. I said, if you could change one aspect in the world or society today, what would it be?
Donald Trump. I change that. I change for president.
I
Yeah.
mean, I have one it's kind of outside of football. It's outside of football. It's what's your favorite hobby or activity like besides football? It could be anything.
Dang. Man, that's a lot. I've been driving lately. I like to drive a lot now. Like when I get the chance, my mom be like, let's go to the store. I'm about to go to the store. I'll be like, Mom, let me drive. I just like driving. Also, I like playing the game. Get my mind off it, you know. At least
Yeah.
I play this game called APB. I don't think I ever heard of it, but it's a game that I like playing. It's like a PC game that transferred over like PS4. It's a
Oh
good
no,
game.
I've
I
never
just
heard
play
of it.
that. So,
I'm an Xbox guy.
oh no.
I've always been my whole life. I can't switch now. It's too late.
I
I
got
got
them both.
I got the first like I was up like I got all the way up to the PS3 and then I was like I'm just gonna pick a side now. So now I'm like all Xbox.
Right.
What
Yeah.
kind of dog is that?
A Yorkie.
Yorkie? Oh, I have like my dad had these two dogs. They're called Havaneses, but they're like very similar to Yorkies. So I didn't know like what the breed was because it's very similar.
Right. I don't know what his deal is. He's just really excited right now. Go let him. But yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I do want to talk about why I took some schools out as well though.
all right.
I took out Maryland and Penn State.
Yeah, I saw that.
I already told you why I took out LSU because of recruiting. But Penn State, I took them out. So basically, it was a coach from Tennessee. I forgot his name. It was a D-line coach that transferred to South Carolina from Tennessee.
Oh, I forget his name.
That's what I'm trying to figure his name out. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just forget his name.
Right. So that coach from South Carolina went to Penn State. So when the coach from Tennessee went to South Carolina, when the coach from South Carolina, Tennessee went to South Carolina, he offered me. And when the coach from Penn State used to go to South Carolina, he never offered me at South Carolina. So it was kind of weird that stop. It was kind of weird that he went to Penn State and we was talking on the phone, and I just felt like it wasn't there. Like the vibes wasn't there. He didn't really want me. He didn't want me at South Carolina, so it just kind of took it off. But I'm really close with Coach Bowen from Penn State. Like we really close, and he been recruiting the DMV for a while. So we talk from time to time. He was like, "Man, you do what you got to do. I respect your decision." I was like, "Hey." And Merlin, I took Merlin out because, I mean, I put Merlin in because it was like, I'm from Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was ever going to go there, but they've been getting a lot of recruits.
Yeah.
And I took him out because I don't think I can see myself playing there at the Big Ten. I think I can see myself playing at the SEC. But the head coach at Maryland, Coach Loxley, he's a cool coach.
Yeah.
I give him all his props. He's going to change that thing around. And
yeah, Maryland's definitely on the way up.
Yeah, they definitely is. But I just can't see myself playing there at this time how they at right now. But yeah.
All right, Nick, you got anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for sure. I really appreciate this.